Okay, let's give this a try with a different colour combination. So this one's going to be Soft Sky, Marina Mist and Dapper Denim. Now I've taken off the paper and I've removed my desk pad to make a flatter surface, and we'll see whether that helps. And I might also fine tune the positioning of the stamps. So I've taken all except the base one off, and I might just have to get my noggin in the way a little bit more to make sure I'm happy with the placement. So my first layer, stamp side facing the cardstock, pressing that on there, just being careful to push that back down into the corner. While these stamps are so new and sticky, they will tend to do that. Now the first colour is Soft Sky. This is a linen pad. It's a little bit trickier to get good coverage on the photopolymer because the firm foam pads were designed to suit those really well, but these still work. And the advantage with the Stamparatus is that if you're not happy with the ink coverage, it's really much easier to stamp a second time and get the ink where you want it to be with the desired coverage. Alright, magnets in place, layer number 1. And I can see that this middle section is sort of a little bit paler than what I'd like. So I might give that a bit more of a go. I'll try that. And when I press it down a second time, I can focus on the areas that were a bit lacking the previous run. And that should be better. Well, we'll give it a try anyway. Okay, so that's layer number 1. The second layer is this one here, and I'm going to apply that to this top plate up here. So if you can see very closely here, there's two tiny little, one's a circle, one's like a triangle. When you line up your second layer, you can use those because they correspond to these little spots on the stamp, and that will help you get a much clearer placement. I'm happy with that. Now, remembering that time you spend here, you can save for each subsequent application of the stamp, so it's worth it. Okay, press that down. Alright, so the second layer is a slightly darker colour, always working from lightest to darkest, and this is Marina Mist. And again, it's a linen pad. Okay, that looks alright. And this is adding a second layer of colour. Oh, look, that's so cute. Okay, so now I need my third layer. I'm going to switch my plate around. This stamp here is under the other side, so it's not going to come into contact. So this is my third stamping surface here. And the highlight stamp, this one, is going to go on there. And again, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time getting the placement the way I want it. This one you've got the little nose to help line you up and the little eyes, so you can use those two landmarks to help you get the positioning pretty good. Okay, press that one down and make sure it's flat. And the third layer is Dapper Denim. This is a firm foam pad, so I just need to be gentle. And this is adding the highlight layer. Oh, looks good. Again, if you get any ink that you're worried about getting in the wrong spot, you can give that a wipe. Okay, layer number 3, Moment of Truth. Oh, I think this might be one of my favourite combinations so far. Now this is similar in some ways, or in many ways, to the teddy stamp that we had in our previous catalogue. Wow! Now I think that looks quite nice. Alright, so I might add my greeting. Okay, so remember that's my 4th stamping surface, but I want to keep these in position so that I can make some more if I wish. So to use a 4th stamping surface, I can flip the plate back over. This one is safely on this side, it doesn't come in contact with the paper, it's not a problem, but now gives me this space here to position a greeting of my choice. So I'm going to put the words down here, a little something for your little someone, and when I'm happy with that placement, now this is where I would get inky fingers by pressing that down. Now I believe there are a number of accessories that the Leader to Leader team are currently sort of discussing so that we can have some accessories for our Stamparatus. Now for cleaning, while this is a pretty good workaround for our photopolymer stamps, it would be nice to be able to give things a little bit deeper clean. Now one of the things that I've thought about using is an old mat from one of the old style Stampin' scrubs. I've got several of these, having been a demonstrator since 2007, and a number of them are cracked and broken at the hinge, which doesn't affect their purpose whatsoever. But the mats themselves clip out of these bases, and I think a little portion of one of these Stampin' scrubs, like maybe a quarter of this, with a finger grip on the back, might make a rather good little cleaning scrub for the photopolymer stamps or the rubber stamps in situ. So I might actually make that suggestion, since we know that this fabric here is awesome at cleaning stamps. Okay, so, oh, greeting, don't forget. Okay, I'm going to go for the darkest colour, just to give it lots of contrast. And, ooh, trap for young players. Don't want ink there. Alright. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back in a little while with another video showing the rubber stamps and also a multiple position border using the Stamparatus to make that so much easier than it ever was before. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye bye.